Hello everyone from Inside Out community. I'm Kirstin and this is my lovely doggy Aoife, and we're going to be doing some collage printmaking using things from around the home, everyday items. So let's begin. So have a rummage around your house for things that you think you could possibly print and make an interesting mark with. So it could be absolutely anything. Maybe you've got buttons, maybe you've got some foam, makeup foam, some forks, chopsticks, scrolled up bits of cardboard packets, cereal packets. I personally quite like cooking, so I've baking, so I've got lots of things like cookie cutters. You might find things like straws, cotton buds, that's a bit more obvious. Like I say, icing stamps. Even things like, you know, things that are in recycling. This is a recycled lid. Got some lids here. Also, it's quite nice to work on different backgrounds. So maybe you've got some old newspapers, old magazines hanging around your house. They can be recycled for interesting backgrounds. Bubble wraps. Bubble wrap's always a good one for making interesting textures. Dog's noses. Oh, that would make a good one, wouldn't it, Aoife? Your nose, that would make a nice imprint. What else? Oh, maybe a paws. You'd like to have a go at that, wouldn't you? now you've got a selection of various printed papers. You might find that some of them you really like, some of them you don't. You might have just enjoyed that process and you don't want to take it any further. That's absolutely fine. You might want to now turn these into something, into maybe a picture. Or maybe you'll just keep them in a scrapbook for another time, maybe for card making or some other project. The main process is just to have a bit of fun. Like I say, I love to put on my music and just get lost in the music really for a few minutes. So do whatever you like. But anyway, I thought I would just take it one step further and show you how you can turn it into something else if you wish. I'm going to turn mine into a bird. Obviously it's not going to look like a realistic bird, it's going to be a very stylised bird, and I'm just, for ease today, I'm just using black and white, a sort of monochrome look. So yeah, this is the kind of thing that I produced with all my pieces of printed papers. So as you can see, there's quite a nice contrast. I kept the area around the eye quite plain, so it wasn't too busy, otherwise I thought the eye may just get lost with all the patterns. So just if you're going to do a bird, maybe just be aware of keeping around the eye section some calm if the rest of it's quite busy. So what I would suggest you do for that is maybe draw out a simple shape of a bird, so you can cut it out as a template, and then you can use some of the bits that you like to then stick on top for the bird. So let's just start drawing an outline of a bird. So, like I say, this is going to be a very stylised bird. And then I'm just going to cut out the basic shape with a pair of scissors. So I've just cut out a really simple shape. You may find that you want some elements have got quite a lot of nice movement to them. They may complement the bird's body shape, create a sense of movement, create a roundness to the bird. So let's cut out this. And then what you can do is maybe just find a little spot that you think it works and stick it on. I'm using a Pritt stick. And then you can just trim around the back, turn the template over and trim around, so you can see you've got the shape of the bottom of the bird there. Okay, it works really well to sort of vary the size and the scale when you're doing this kind of work, and also a sense of repetition also works well. So you know, a dot on its own isn't very exciting, but when you do a selection together, it turns into something quite interesting. So carry on playing around, building up layers until you've created something that resembles a bird. And then you can then stick it down on a piece of white paper to really show the contrast. And then again, using the same process, you can maybe add some stylised flowers, maybe some birds in the background. So this is obviously my finished piece of artwork, which I'm quite happy with, really. I mean, it's almost a bit childlike in style, but it's got a nice quality to it. And I've just put it in one of these clippy wooden magnetic frames that I got online, eBay or Etsy or somewhere. So I hope I've inspired you today, and I can't wait to see what you've achieved. Thanks for watching.